this computer. Okay. So this is Ruben's awesome podcasting workshop. Ruben, take it away. Teach us how to podcast on Anchor FM.
So I'm going to share my screen and
I just made you the host.
Awesome. Okay. So this is what the website looks like for Anchor FM. You guys are going to have to make your own account. So you can log in to Facebook, Google, or Twitter, or you can just type in your thing manually.
Everyone should take notes, because the more you listen now, you're investing your time to learn how to do this. So use this time wisely so you don't have to like spend an extra hour trying to figure it out. The more you get out of this session, the more further ahead you'll be, and you won't have to repeat asking Ruben questions. So take notes and try to take in as much as you can during this session.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna make like a random account, and then you just choose whatever password, and then sorry, that's my bad. So you click login, obviously, and then type in like a random password. And then it's gonna ask your robot, and then just sign up.
You guys are all gonna have to do this starting next week. Okay, next week you're gonna start using this platform. Sorry, I keep
You're good. So before you publish any episodes, it's gonna ask you to verify with your email address, which I will do off screen. And then it brings you to this section, which like kind of shows you the steps of what you're supposed to do. So you can like immediately just start your own podcast, or you can set up your own podcast. Like choose the name of your podcast, which you guys already have the name, or you can choose a picture for it. If you guys don't have a picture, it can choose a random one for you. The cool thing about Anchor is that it lets you actually send out your podcasts to different places like Spotify and stuff like that. So it gives you like a chance to actually be able to promote and get your podcast out there. So I'm just gonna confirm this really quick. Okay. So then it says, let's get started. So when you click on, when you first get onto Anchor, it's gonna bring you to basically this page. So like when you first log in, and it's gonna be like, this is what all you have to do. Click let's do it. And then you can record your show, or you can drag audio files from your library. Let me move this out the way. So yeah, you just can drag your stuff onto here, which is what I did with your previous shows onto the HCC Anchor. So just click record, and then it's gonna ask you to use your microphone and stuff like that, and you can start recording. And if you have a microphone, just change it to whatever microphone that you have plugged in, and then start recording. And then that's basically it. So we're gonna stop, and it's gonna upload it, and then it's gonna, you can either add more parts to the episode, just keep clicking record, or yeah. So then it's gonna ask.
I have a question. If anybody has any questions, just click on the reactions and put your hand up, and then Ruben, just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Well, I saw something that said you can record up to 30 minutes. Can you just record an hour? Because our shows are an hour.
Well, it's like 30 minutes per section.
Okay, so are they going to have two sections, or how is that? Is that going to interrupt if they're talking at the half hour point, or?
So basically, for what I do with my show is that each section, I kind of follow like the time wheel or clock that we have, where it's like each section's split up by like 15-20 minutes. And so I just, in my show, I'll be like, all right, we'll be right back. And then I pause recording, and then I just start recording again, and it's like another extra
Okay,
like.
so that's an important point. Did everybody hear that? At 30 minutes, it's going to cut you off. So you have to keep, when you're doing your first half hour, you're going to do your first half hour and take a break. Like what Ruben said, we'll be right back. Stop. Your recording will stop. And then you're going to have to record it in 2 chunks to make a 1 hour show. Does everybody get that? Yes? So when they're done, they should have 2 files to upload, right? For their show, or how is that going to work?
They can have as many like sections as they want. Like mine gets split up into 4 sections, and then they can also add music, which I'll explain a little bit later.
So if when I'm listening to them, I'm going to listen to 4 sections for each hour, or 2, however they chop out. At the very least, 2 sections, right?
Yeah, at the very least.
Okay.
Which is great because unlike with at the studio where it's live, so you have like the break, and then like you have your first section and then the short music break, and then immediately on to your next section. If you wanted to, you could record the first section, and then let's say like you needed a break or you need to go to the bathroom or something, you could literally just get up and go to the bathroom and then record again. If that makes sense. So yeah, it's like on your time. Of course you have to submit these like when it's due, but you know, there's no pressure to record live and not mess up. And then like if you do mess up, then you can edit it out later, which I will also show. So then yeah, you can add this to the episode. See, there's like 2 different sections now. It's the same recording because I clicked it twice, but it's 2 sections, and you can add as many as you want. And then you can also add music, which is really cool. So they have music for you. The app actually lets you, because there's an app version to Anchor.fm, the app actually lets you connect to your Spotify, and that you can choose whatever songs from your Spotify. And I believe it'll be the whole song. And if not, then it's like 30 seconds of the song. But yeah, so you can add music. So I'll just add this one, and then you can preview it as well. And then you can just apply it, and then it'll be added to the podcast. And then, yeah, so I just clicked the sponsoring thing. I'm gonna say no, because obviously this is like a kind of BS one. But the song gets added up. You can see that it's added if it has the little music thing up here, and then just add it again, and it'll be added to the bottom one. So then, yeah, that's basically how you record your shows. Or you can, if you guys wanted, you could keep using Audacity or whatever it is that you wanted, and then drag it onto Anchor.fm. But I honestly think Anchor is the easiest way to go because it's right there. So yeah, and then
it saves everything, right? Like if you could, it's like you have your own Hawk Radio. You could basically just say, oh, I want that show from 4th of July. You could copy paste that show because you have your own archive of shows, right?
Yeah. So if you click save at the top, like I just did, let me try to go back. See, it says save changes. It'll bring you to this little section. So you can either save it as a draft, but if your show is like completely ready, then you click publish now. And then you would call that's all your old shows. You can call your
okay, can you show that drop down? You guys should put it like that, because so I can easily, you should label each of your shows like this. Like, look, Morning Breeze, episode 1, May 20. See, we are saving all your shows. Ruben has been saving all of your shows. So you need to title it, okay? And this is very good. I'm telling you, you guys, if you have like 3 good shows, if you do this right and save, you guys can start applying for radio jobs. They will hire you out of school. You just have to show that you can be on the radio, that you know how to operate, you can do your own podcast, that you know how to work in the Hawk Radio studio. So really take this podcast seriously. This is going to be your evidence that you know how to produce, host, and run a radio show. This is the kind of stuff that you need to get a job, and it's not far-fetched. You can get a job, and there's so many different outlets now. They have, like online radio. There's all the radio stations. There's so many radio's still going on despite what everybody tells you. And my students, that's honestly the easiest job. A lot of my students, it was easy for them to get a radio job because they had their Hawk radio shows and they were able to go in as promotions just with their radio shows. And then before, like within 6 months, they were on air because they had a resume reel. This is archiving everything you need. You don't have to go to Eric. You don't have to go to Hawk Radio. This is your own personal Hawk Radio. And then when you are ready to apply and you apply, you guys should be looking, if you want, you could even do this as a part-time job or a side hustle. You guys can just pick 3 of your best shows and send it to the radio station that's hiring. And this is everything that you need to get a job is on here if you do your radio shows professionally and you take it seriously. You guys hear me, what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Make the most of it. And even after this class, keep doing your podcast. Keep having fun with it. Keep practicing. This is your own little personal Hawk radio. You should save. When Ruben says like you can save, yes, you should. You know you can't. You need to. You need to save all of your shows and then put a star. If you know that one of yours is like, I really like that show. I was on point, and I definitely want to save that for my resume reel. Put a little star next to it, or just know that that's like one of your favorite shows. Okay. Because I'm telling you, you guys can get a job by just having a couple of these good shows. I'm telling you, believe me. Okay, Gionino, you had a question?
So, I usually record my podcast on my PS4. I was wondering if I'm able to just upload my podcast onto Anchor, or does it have to be live from there?
What do you mean?
I think he's saying like, can he record it somewhere else? Like I record it in my iPhone and then just load it. But here's the thing, Giannino, why would you want to do that when you can just do it right here? Like, why are you creating an extra step for yourself?
Because I usually record with my friends for the podcast. They're on PS4, so I usually record our party and then I edit it and upload it.
That's totally fine. Because I know the PS4 has it lets you go online as well. I'm not sure if it lets you go on Anchor.fm on the PS4 because I haven't tried that. But you know, if you save it the same way that you would if you were sending me your show normally, and then just upload it to Anchor.fm or through like your phone or your computer, then you should be fine.
Okay, I was just wondering. Yeah,
it's important to save your shows as an MP3 or M4A because anything higher, like if it's like a wave, it is not going to accept it because waves take up way too much space. So that's an important thing if you're going to upload it from your files. But if you just record it from Anchor.fm, then you should be fine.
Okay. I usually do record with MP3, so I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, and if anything, you can change the format. There are converters and stuff online that you can use. But yeah.
So I'm going to be, because we're not like, for your consistency and your listeners, you can say, I'm going to be on every Friday at 1 p.m. You should stay consistent just for your own discipline. But I am going to be expecting one of these links for your show every week if you guys want to get an A.
Yeah.
And I think it's just good practice and it's fun. I mean, it's better than like me having you read a book about radio and take a test on it. You know, be creative, have fun with this. It's like a fun project, a fun career, a fun assignment. And honestly, you guys, once you get, because I listen to your radio shows, I know you guys have fun with it. You should keep doing it even after you're in school. And just, you know, this could turn into a side hustle if you don't do it as a full career. You know, you could do it part-time. So. Anyway, is there anything else that, any other questions about how this works? It seems pretty user-friendly.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions before I continue? This is like the last part.
And then I want to know how I hear it. You have to, like, how do I listen? Like, they're going to send me a link and then I just click on it? Because I didn't get to listen to the other.
Yeah, if they send you a link to the show, they can either send you a link to their show as a whole or just that episode.
I just want the one episode at a time, guys. Okay. because my phone, I don't want my phone, I don't want to download a million things on my phone or my computer. So just send me, you guys hear me? One episode at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And don't be sending me like 3 episodes and say I didn't do anything for the last 2 weeks. Here are 3 episodes. Like I really don't, you're not disciplined if you're doing that. Okay. You have this, you have me controlling you with this until August 10th. So let's just do 1 1-hour show. I expect a link from your Anchor FM once a week. Okay. You guys got that?
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Mhm.
Caitlin, Maylin, you guys hear me? You guys good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, keep going, Ruben.
So yeah, so then when you are about to publish your show,
Thank
it is
you.
going to ask you to name the episode title and then like a basic description, because if you're going to be sending this out to Spotify or whatever, you know, they have the description of what the show is, like basically what your episode is going to be about. So let's say that you guys were talking about I don't know, Chinese food, your favorite Chinese restaurants. You would, in the description, you'd be like, oh, in today's show, we talk about our favorite Chinese restaurants or whatever.
Yeah, that's called a tease. You guys should be doing that. In today's in this week's Morning Breeze, we're going to talk about PlayStation 4. We're going to talk about movies that you can actually watch that are in the theaters at home, and we're going to find out what people think about mask on or mask off. Like you should just have that, should be like, that's called like a tease to your show. Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody should do that. You guys should all, I'm telling you to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a little, so you guys get into this is all part of producing professionally.
Yeah, and then they also let you like bold and italic your stuff if you want. The cool thing about Anchor is that it lets you choose the date that you wanted. So let's say you recorded today, but your show was on Friday. You can say Friday at 1 p.m. That's great. And then say confirm. And then if you're like, you know what, let me do it now, it lets you reset to now. And then it lets you customize the episode. So again, you can upload art, but they also let you choose your own art. They also choose one for you if you don't have like a picture for your episode or your show. And then you don't honestly really need to do anything with like season number, episode number. You can if it helps you stay organized. But I usually, for my show at least, I will like put the episode number in the title. And then it lets you choose explicit or clean. Obviously, your shows have to be clean because this is still affiliated with HEC, and it has to be professional. So yeah, so then you can either save it as a draft or publish now. I have to choose the episode name. Okay, so HEC training. That's not how you spell training. Okay, and then, so yeah, just publish now. I already did that. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, so now it's saved as a draft, or actually, I believe it uploaded. Yeah, so saved as a draft, but it shows you the same thing that it would if it was an actual show. So it shows you the episode analytics, which is basically how many plays have you gotten, because this isn't like posted online yet. There aren't any plays, but if somebody was to listen, there would be like a bar graph or whatever, and it'd be like, this is how many plays that you got. That is honestly pretty much it. You can, if you guys wanted, like after HEC or whatever, wanted to continue with it, you could go to the money tab and you can get like sponsorships and stuff like that. And then, like I said before, it lets you connect to like send your stuff to like Spotify. So it's like really cool. It helps you get your show out there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else I can tell you guys. It's pretty like simple.
What are your questions, guys? Do you feel like you can figure this out and I can get a Anchor FM link from you guys next week?
Yeah.
Caitlin, you feel good?
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
be shy. Ruben's here. Ruben's still on the clock, so if you guys need to text him, right? You want to give out your phone number, Ruben? Text or email?
Yeah.
And he can.
I can send it in the.
He's like your 911 call. for,
I can
for
send
Anchor
it in
FM.
the group.
Ruben, give your phone number.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, we don't want to do that because this is going to be on the internet.
Yeah,
So-
I'll send it to the group chat.
Okay. Or just text me if you need. I think most of you have Ruben's phone number. You guys can email him. He's on his emails, and then he'll give you the phone number.
Yeah.
But does Malin, do you feel comfortable figuring this out?
Yeah.
Moria? Malin, you feel good?
I have a question.
Okay, go Moria. You're
So
on caller
for-
on the line.
So for this week, just still send it to Ruben, our radio show? Or can I send it using the Anchor?
Well, yeah, you know what? If you haven't done your radio show yet, go ahead and try the Anchor FM. But
Okay.
this is the last week, like Friday. Next week, I want to be fully on Anchor FM because I can't deal with that. I'm really tired of going on Hawk Radio, and then some of them I can hear, and then I'm like mad texting Ruben, why can't I hear this radio show? What happened to Gio Ninos? Did he turn it in? You know, like, so I want everything like after this week to be on Anchor FM. And then if you want, this is the last week, so you can choose to either just record it old school and send it to Ruben and he'll put it on the blue drive and get it to me. Or you can just, since we have this training, if you have like Gio Nino, you should still record so you get credit for this week.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that same question.
Yeah,
if
because
I could.
it's not like
Both
time
on there.
sensitive. It just has to be
Yeah.
within the week. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys just, but for your purposes, if you're going to have listeners, you should choose like my show is still Tuesdays at, 4 p.m., whenever that your morning breeze was, right? So if you have listeners and you're trying to build a listenership, you don't want to just do this podcast whenever. You should, if you guys are smart, you guys and really like this, you would keep a time. I am on every Tuesday, morning breeze, and you put it out on your Instagram and your social media so people are really listening. Can you see on this thing like how many people are listening, Ruben? Like your listenership?
Yeah,
and all
that's
that?
in the analytics. It'll show you how many plays it's got.
So, I mean, you guys should really be working this and like turn it into something that counts. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is like, we're trying to train you to be professional. So don't just like say, okay, I'm just doing this for an assignment. Try to do it like you're really a professional. You have a radio show. If you guys have it like 2:00 every Tuesday, keep it 2:00 every Tuesday. Copy and paste and advertise on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you guys do to advertise, and start seeing if people are listening. Invite your friends and family to listen and get feedback from them. So you guys can turn this class into something that can be a career, a side hustle, or make you money, okay? That's my whole goal, is to make you guys money and get you guys a career. And I don't even collect 10%, okay? So let's work it. Plan to work and work your plan and make your time in this class, everything we do. Even if I'm like all over the place and like, oh, she hasn't really, you should make the most of it, because I'm looking at a lot of scripts. So sometimes I don't get to you guys back on time. I'm, like my hands are all over the place. I'm spread thin. So it shouldn't be like, oh, she didn't say anything, so I'm just not going to do it. You should 100% for everything, because it's your life and your benefit. And this is your training. So, bust it up in a good way. Does that make sense, guys? I'm being a mom now. I'm being a tiger mom, a tiger broadcast mom. I want you guys to maximize your opportunities. Okay, so does anybody else? So long story short, you guys can submit to Ruben this week, your radio show, or you can just go for the Anchor FM since you're getting the training and try it. But after this week, next week, I only expect Anchor FM links. Okay? And don't send me the whole show. Just send me that episode, because I don't want to fill up my computer, which I have a lot of things that I have to check with, not just this class, other classes. So just send me one show a week. Don't send me all of your shows. Okay? Just send me the link for the one show that's due. Okay?
Yeah.
But you guys should all save your shows. You should save all of your shows. Like I said, so you have a library, the Malin Gonzalez library. These are all Malin show, Me Time. These are all the Me Time shows. Okay? These are all the Morning Breeze shows. Okay? You should have that archive. That's like a souvenir, a professional souvenir that you guys get to take from this course and keep and use down the road. Okay? And then one day when you're old like me, you look back, go, oh, how cute. This is my little radio show. Look, I'm this big Sirius XM world global anchor. And then you'll think how cute your shows were back in HEC back in the day. So save all your stuff. Okay. Are there any other questions for Ruben? This is
Yeah.
what
I have
he's
a
here for. So
question.
make the most of the time. What are your questions about Anchor FM that you're going to have to do next week?
I have
Everybody
a
got it? You feel
question.
confident?
Which one had a question? One of you.
Me.
Okay, what's up?
How do I, okay, say I want to record using Anchor FM and I want to have like upload music, like a song to a break. How do I do that?
So with the app, it lets you connect to your Spotify, but I believe it's the same thing with the website where if you drag your music onto where it says to upload, you should be able to do it that way.
Okay.
But if not, because I don't record using the laptop, I record using my phone. So, but if anything, you can just text me and I can help you.
Okay then.
Is there any more questions?
No. Well,
Are you guys confident? This is the time to ask him. Does it seem pretty easy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Malin, you're good? Caitlin's good?
Yep.
Okay, if you guys have any questions, you can email Ruben and get his phone number. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I believe most of you have my phone number anyways. So
Okay, so that's it. Any other tips for it, Ruben? And reasons why you like this Anchor FM?
I mean, it's like easy. Everything is like right there. You can record, edit it, and then you can post it.
I wonder how they make money. I guess they're ads because it's free for us. How does Anchor
So
FM make
it's
money?
like sponsorships. I guess it's
They
I
get
personally haven't done
sponsorships.
it.
They get
But-
sponsorships on their website, and then is there like something that you can buy on Anchor FM? Like if you didn't want it to cut off at 30 minutes?
No, I don't
All
believe
free.
so. It's like free for the most part.
Okay, so they just get sponsorships for their website. That's cool. That's good
Yeah.
for you guys. So awesome. Okay, well, thank you. No other questions, right? Okay, submit your radio shows for this week either to Ruben or send me an Anchor FM link. But starting next week, everything should be Anchor FM. Email Ruben. He's the troubleshooter on this. He's the trainer on this Anchor FM. He's the champion of Anchor FM. Direct all technical questions to him. He can have a one-on-one session with you guys. Other than that, let's keep making these shows, keep doing, even though we're at home and working from home, doesn't mean it's time to slack off. Let's really make these radio shows awesome, okay? Make the most of your time. Don't just, like I tell my daughters, don't lazy hand it, maximize it. So this whole year, even during COVID, is not a waste, okay? You have a lot of time at home now with this Anchor FM, this platform to get creative, use the music, poke around Anchor FM and find something that Ruben didn't teach you. And maybe you can teach us something about Anchor FM, another cool thing, but maximize your time in these courses. And I will be sending you more regular critiques of your show. So I will be listening to see if you guys are slacking off. So let's use credible sources, good topics that are PG, okay? And shine, you guys, okay? Now that I have this Anchor FM, it'll be easy for me to check regularly. So I am going to be sending you guys critiques regularly from now until August, okay? So have fun with this. This is much, but there were radio classes in our program before where they would read, they have a radio book and read about it and take tests. We're not doing that. I'm actually having you guys do it, okay? So you guys are trained and you know how to do it and you could take this and get a job with it. That's my whole goal, for you guys to get professional with this skill here, this broadcast skill, and do something with it, okay? Be productive. All right? That's enough of me talking. You guys good?
Yeah.
Okay, don't forget, you guys, I have a 3 o'clock Zoom. I know we're Zoom. I'm Zooming all the way. I have to talk to the dean. I have another Zoom at 2, and then at 3 o'clock, we have a very important, this is the last broadcast mentor Zoom for summer session 1. It's from a news director in Tallahassee, CBS affiliate, and he just hired somebody, well, at Christmas time. He hired one of our HCC students who is now thriving as a producer and getting paid for it. So he will hire people straight out of school, if not in school, if you can show him that you can write and work. So this is a good one to go to at 3:00. The Zoom invite is in your email, okay? The password and everything is in your HCC email. But join us, and yeah, his name's Jeff Schlesser, news director of WCTV in Tallahassee. This is a very good session because he will hire people right out of school. If you guys are good. Yes, Giannino.
One more question. So
Yes.
for the news package, you want us to turn it in before the Zoom meeting or after?
Well, at this point, it's kind of, you have to, did you send, I approved your script, right?
Yeah, I already recorded.
Just take out that
gonna
hi,
edit
I'm
it.
Giannino. That's like, you're mixing up the look live with the regular news package.
Yeah,
I
I
told us
got
that you should only appear once in the news package. So pick a track that you can say on camera, but the rest should be, and Caitlin, I said this to you too, everything else should just be recorded tracks and video. At this point, I mean, if you can turn it in, if you can edit in an hour, that's fine. And then maybe I can show the news director. But I mean, we have a Zoom like in 2 hours. So yeah, if you want to, and then tell me it's done, maybe we'll have this news director critique it. And then maybe he'll say, who's this Giannino? I like this package. Let me hire him as a reporter. that was the benefit of getting your packages done early so we can show it on the Zoom to this news director. Okay? But so if you got a script approval, you can go ahead and edit. If you did not send me a script yet, you need to send me a script and I need to copy edit it. And then you can edit. You can never edit, and that's how it is in a real newsroom. You can never edit until the producer or somebody approves it, even professional reporters. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Anything else? I gotta go. I gotta talk to the dean. I actually got to stay for this whole Zoom. I thought I was gonna have to leave, but I gotta go talk to the, I'm gonna call the dean now. And are there any other questions? You guys are good? Okay. So for those of you who are in my broadcast news class, get those package scripts into me. If you got an approval, please edit, okay? Because this is the last week of class. Come to all of you are invited to the 3:00 Zoom, okay? Because I want everybody in the program to benefit from our broadcast mentor guests, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Ruben, thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay,
Bye.
no other questions, right?
Nah.
Okay, guys, email Ruben with issues. Talk to you later. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see all of you at 3 p.m. Zoom. Okay?
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.